Now, one more. This again, does I don't have children. I'm not surrounded by children, but this came insistent upon my head. It literally doesn't let me rest. So here goes nothing. If you know, and especially children, teenagers, but I know people in their 40s and 50s with the same issue, so this goes for whoever needs to hear it. How do I get people to like me? How do I get to be accepted? How do I get I have an eating disorder because nobody accepts me. How do I get to be accepted? How do I get to make friends? How do I get to keep friends? How do I get to yeah, all of the above. And one thing comes into my head every time I see and hear that. Me is the me song. Is the me song. And what it goes back down to now, how much are you interested in anybody else outside of yourself? So you want people to like you, you want people to want to be around you, you want people to accept you, you want people to blah 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 you. And then a lot of these people are also the same people. They need to accept me the way I am, because because it's the way I am, and they just have to accept. Um, why do you think that some like if you don't pay any interest to the needs of those around, so if you don't, how many questions or how much interest do you really have of another person? Because this is what I find all the time from the people that say this. Their conversation is about themselves, what they like. If you're so self-absorbed that you're only interested in yourself and everyone should accept you as you are, you clearly should make love to yourself. Because if you have zero interest to observe the world around you and to see what the world around you needs, and you just want the world around you to look at what you need, yeah, I really suggest self-love in all the meanings of that word. This is how the conversations go, and this I encounter. I lived in eight countries technically, but decades later I came back to the same country, so really it's been just about 8 now, and I traveled in a lot more. And what I find, the most boring people, self-absorbed people, have zero interest in those around them. They never ask a question. Do you know that I've seen people after 26 years, and I've traveled extensively, yeah? They did not ask, what did you do for work? Did you have children? They had absolutely zero interest. They took the time to repeat, in their life happened about 4 or 5 stories, and they just regurgitated the same record over and over and over. Because I am a good listener. So if someone doesn't know how to make conversation, I don't force the note. I try to open different subjects and I ask the person things and so on. But if that's not reciprocated, I obviously just sit and listen if I need to keep company with this person, until I don't. But what I find prevalent, all these people that ask to make friends, they have zero interest in discovering another person. Zero interest in finding out the resume, so to speak, of the other person. Zero interest in the likes of other person. Now, a lot of people that do have interest have it from a point of envy. That again is gonna send you back to self-love. You're gonna basically have to go fuck yourself because you're gonna be alone. And this is prevalent. This actually got stuck in my head just recently. Someone I was at a table with, acquaintance of an acquaintance, a family of an acquaintance. I asked, sat down, was no topic of conversation. We had nothing, not much in common, and we were all these people at the table and nothing to talk about. So I initiated a conversation. And I asked about their cats, their kids, what did they think about this, and so on. For as long as I asked and I talked, there was conversation. The moment I stopped, there was zero conversation. Now, okay, you would say that happens to me. No, that was the first time. That's why it stuck in my head. But I noticed people that are riddled by no one accepts me and I'm being bullied and me, and I can't eat because how do I get them to like me? Who do you like? And to like somebody, you have to be interested in another person, genuine interest. Now, if you start stupid questions and you make lists of stupid questions just to fake interest, we work on energy, you're still not going to be accepted. So unless you find a healthy way to actually be interested in those around you, where did they travel, what did they see, what do they plan to travel, what is their likes, what is their dislikes. If you don't have any interest, then do accept that. It's neither right nor wrong, but do accept that nobody but yourself interests you. And as I said, love yourself. You don't have to like people, but then don't do the me song. This reminds me, I worked with someone and her sister was, and I know this is gonna touch a number of buttons and I really don't care, and very neurotic. My colleague had a very neurotic anorexic sister. I got to meet this girl and she was the most self-absorbed. She literally was a master manipulator of magnitude. One, two, the way she did it through the PT Me program, yeah. And three, she had zero interest in even a cat but herself. The level of selfishness. Now, do I say that everyone with anorexia? I don't fucking know anyone else. But I'm talking about this subject, as I said, was insisted upon me. This subject was stuck into my head. And so this is what I genuinely found. I found that the self-obsession, these people are, again, very monolithic, very unidimensional, one-dimensional. They cannot pull their head out of their own ass. And they have zero interest on how they impact the ones around, what the other ones. They don't consider beings outside themselves as beings. They are so self-absorbed. Now, of course, I'm not sitting here and analyzing the causes of this and so on. That's each and everyone's with their own song and dance. All I'm saying is, if no one is around you, it's probably because you don't like anybody. And the easiest way to stop suffering is to realize you don't like anybody, you're not interested in anybody. That's your choice, and these are the consequences. People can't like you if they feel unliked. They can't feign interest if you're clearly not interested. your energy repels or attracts according to yeah, what you emit. And your energy is always there is no one drunk at the wheel. So whatever, you know the tree by the fruit, and so you know what you give by what you get, and that is law. I didn't make it, I'm just stating it. I didn't make it, so there's no point getting up in arms at me, um, because this is neither here nor here. There for me, I don't know any of you from Adam. So this was just told to me to pass on. It was given to me because I have my own, I'm a funnel of information, but I have my own ability to transmit information. I've done this my whole life, and I have a way of pointing out a new perspective that other people do not. So this is all. But how this is applying to individuals, I really don't care. I don't know you. I don't want to know you. Um, it's like a book. You read it, you like it or not, you still shut the book and you put it in your bookcase and choose. So that's that.